we are going to now log in as the branch account officer and then enter the financial records. Okay, so remember my username as branch account officer is this, so I'll select that and then I'll enter my password and then I'll select my user level, which is branch account, and then I click login. Okay, now as you can see, once again there are no records, right? There are no records, right? Okay, so the next thing we'll do, we'll click on finances and then we'll come here, select, assuming it's a Sunday service, right? Now this Sunday service is assumed to be holding at the headquarters. Remember, we know the headquarters is the headquarters of the overall church, but yet it's also a branch of its own. So this record is entered as the records of the headquarter branch. Okay, so we click on Sunday service. As you can see, no records. So the next thing we'll do is click on add new finance. Sunday is already selected. Now, as you can see, here is showing my username and my branch, which means automatically it captures my username and then my branch. And then I select the month, say this is October 2022, and then the service date is say 2nd of October. Okay, and then offering, the entire offering for this service is says 100,000. Okay, tithes, you can put it at whatever amount, I don't know, but let me just assume 500,000. Thanksgiving offering, if applicable, right, you can put it as 200,000. Seed, if applicable, if not, leave it at 0, but if applicable, we'll just put it at 600,000 as well. Pledge, if applicable, but in this case, we leave it at 0. Missions, we leave it at 0. Check, okay, check, we can say 80,000. Bible partnership, if applicable. Devotional, if applicable, so we leave the rest at 0, right? The important thing is, if they are not applicable, you leave the values at 0. The important thing is that there is 0 there. If it is null, which means like this, the system will reject. So you leave it at 0, and then you submit. Okay, so you've captured the detail of Sunday 2nd October, and the total inflow that came in that day is 1.4 million, as you can see. Now this is a service date, this is an offering, this is tithe, this is a Thanksgiving, this is normal seed, or it can be anything, then these are the rest. Okay, now this is for Sunday. Now you want to enter from Wednesday, the same thing is applicable. You click midweek service, you go again, say midweek October, midweek service is assuming midweek service holds on Wednesdays. You select 5, which is the date, you enter an offering, say 150,000 is the tithe. The tithe as 500,000 again. Thanksgiving offering, we'll just leave the rest at default. Okay, and then we'll submit. Now it has shown us the report for our midweek service, right? So as you keep entering, it will be going down. Okay, now let's check now we'll come back to this page again. Assuming we want to filter, right? We'll come back and do that, but first let's check our dashboard, right, to see what is obtainable there. Our general finance dashboard, see that is, remember initially it was 0, right? It was 0. So right now nothing is showing there. nothing is showing there. Now, nothing is also showing here because we've not captured records for any of this week. Currently, this week could be 34, but we've not entered um, into end of this week. This shows the weekly entries. Today is Saturday, which ends the previous week. So as we progress, we'll see the values showing up here. There's something applicable here. Now, you see, in October, we already have this. We already have this. You see. Now, let me make it clear again. Now, there are no records for for September. So that is why you see no values here. Now, if we had captured once we capture payments for October, we begin to see value here. But this will remain zero because no records for the previous weeks, right? Now, the current week ends. This week is 39 actually, because today is Saturday. So this week is actually 39. And once we enter Sunday, this we turn to 40, right? Now this would have shown records for September, but because there are no records for September, we are seeing zero. Something applicable to this one. But here you can see we have value for October. Now this 2.1 million is a combination of both midweeks and Sunday service. Okay. Now we can add more charts, maybe pie chart or other kind of charts here, just to help illustrate or give a better report, right? Now, let's go back again to this page to make sure something. Using the Sunday report, assuming we want to filter payment that came in the whole of October, right? So you select first October here, and then you select October 30th. We know that yes, for now we've only entered payment for October, right? It's not just going to show us this, but we're using it for the purpose of um, showing us what is obtainable, right? So we click on search. Now, as you can see, what you're seeing is just what you have entered. But peradventure, there are more records to show you this, right? To show you this. Now, as you can see, this is the record. Now, one other thing again would let us to know is there's also what we call the partnership dashboard. Peradventure, members gave their partnership, right, individually, as it is obtained in the church where I fellowship. Every member that gives any seed, his or her details are captured: his name, his phone number, his email. So if that is something with redemption ministries, it means that once a member enters, uh, puts in a pledge or a partnership, and then writes his detail in an envelope, his name, his phone number, and his email, he expects to see his partnership details entered in the system, so that when he logs in, he'll be able to see his details, right? So let me give an instance now. Assuming, let's go to members. In this case now, we want to capture partners entries, right? Remember, we only have for now two members. Now, if I want to enter the partnership record of the account officer, of which I am, I go to this, I click on this dollar icon here, right? As you can see, it shows me notification. It says, sorry, you're here to add members detail. Okay, so I click on add pledge here, fix my name, and then what partnership am I giving? So assuming I'm paying for Bible sponsorship, enter Bible. then the service, is there Sunday service, is there midweek service that I'm making the pledge or so in my partnership. So I click on Sunday, and then what's partnership arm. Okay, now in this case we are going to give me a moment. I'll pause and then I'll add partnership arm here, and then we'll come back. Okay. Okay, now we have added the partnership arm, which is the Bible. As you can see, we have Bible, we have Rhapsody, you have the other ones. We can also make it more adaptable to your own church. Now quantity. Now assuming the Bible cost 5,000 for one, and the member is giving is pledging for 10 Bibles or 100 Bibles. You can see the system will automatically calculate it, the total here, and then now the next thing is how much did he pledge? If he has vowed to give to um, sponsor 100 Bible, which means automatically he has pledged 500,000. Okay, 500,000. Now, how much is he giving immediately? If in his envelope he gave some amount, you record the amount here. But if he didn't give any amount, which means he will pay up later, right? Now you leave it at 0, and then the system will show blank. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Now, what I mean again is he pledged to sponsor 100 Bibles at 5,000 each, which is 100,000, right? Now, if in the envelope or in any form in any way during the service he has given some amount, so he gives out of the 500,000 he gives 100,000, you record it there, which means his balance will be left with 400,000. But if he didn't write anything, you leave it at 0, right? And then you enter the service date. That is, service date here means what service did he make this pledge. So assuming is 2nd October, you record it. Now if on that very service day he made any payments, right? If as though he made 100,000 or 50,000, even if it is 1 naira, you record that yes, on this service date he made a payment. But in this case, it's assumed he never made any payment. So we're going to leave this as blank because you cannot capture payment when there was no payment made. Okay, so on that note, we will now click Add Partnership Pledge. Right now, the system will record it. This is his pledge. This is what uh, the what he pledged to, which is Bible. Now, the on the Sunday service, this is the date, and this is the arm. Everything about him here, right? Now, this is what he has pledged on the Sunday service, and now maybe within the week or in subsequent Sunday or subsequent Sundays, he comes in with 100,000 to redeem part of his pledge. What you need to do is, let's say you go off this page. Now this is members page. You've logged in as an accountant, and then you go to either you come here or you go here, whichever one, right? Remember here, or you come to partners pledge. You see you can see his whatever he has pledged here. But assuming you want to now record the new amount he wants to add to redeem his pledge, you don't click here anymore. Okay, you click here, rather, sorry. You click here and then you click view and update his payment, right? Let me go back again. He comes in on a Wednesday service, or he walked into the church on any day at all to redeem part of his pledge. What you need to do is don't bother coming here. You click on this icon again, showing dollar, right? It will show his pledge, and then you click. Don't bother coming here because this captures new pledges, right? This one captures new pledges, right? But all you do is come here, click on view or update pledge, right? You now see his pledge. So the next thing I do is you click here. It will now pull down to add to what he has already pledged before. Okay. Please don't forget this, it's very, very important. Now remember, this pledge was made on this date, and it was a Sunday, and it was an event, a Bible sponsorship day, right? This is his detail. Now he comes in maybe on a normal work day, on a middle service, and he redeems he pays 100,000 as part of his pledge, right? So you capture the day, say on a Wednesday, and he has is bringing in 100,000, right? So he has paid in 100,000 now. As you can see, he has not given anything before, right? So he's paid in 100,000. So what means his balance is left with 400,000, right? So what you now do is you click add pledge, add partnership pledge. Okay, so you see, the first time he gave nothing. Now this time he has given 100, right? As you can see, his debt is left with 400,000, right? Now another day again, maybe on the Sunday service, or another day again, he comes in and says he wants to clear his debt, right? His pledges. Once again, you go here, right? And then remember, he has pledged 400 before, no 100 before. So see, this time he comes in on a Sunday, which is in 9th of October, and then he wants to pay off his debt. Okay, so as you can see, nothing is left there to pay again because it's clearing off his debt, right? So all you now do is clear this. Click on add partnership pledge. As you can see, he has paid off his partnership, everything. He pledged 500 and he has paid 500, which is cute, right? He has paid off his debt, right? So what do you do now? He's owing nothing anymore. Now if we go back and then you click, as you can also see here, this is what is pledged and this is what he has given. So he's not owing again. His balance is 0. Now we check the partnership board. Now we have 500 that was pledged this month, 500 that was redeemed, right? And as you can see, 500 that was pledged, 500 was redeemed. That is what the legend is showing. The legend is showing here green, 500 pledges made, and then red, pledges redeemed. Okay, so this is basically how to enter um, offering, tithe, and the rest of them. Now, if you also want to view the membership, as you can see, this is all the members has given, right? For now, we only have one member that has sold. Okay, so I believe with this, to be clear on how to enter um, offering and partnership. Okay, it's quite easy, quite easy. So we're going to log out now. Thank you so much.